So yeah, Will, tell us about what's new in teenage engineering and what have you got to show us?
Yeah, absolutely. So this Superbooth, we've got relatively small announcements, but nonetheless important.
Yeah.
So as you may have already seen, we have our field system, which has been around for the past couple of years now.
Yeah.
Which are these kind of field mini units alongside obviously the OP1 and the OPXY, which we announced at the end of last year. But the field mini system, we've now got them in black. Which is very exciting.
Yeah, I haven't seen the black ones before. So.
Yeah, it's please pick them up, have a feel. But
they are amazing.
It's something that we've actually, since the beginning of the OP1, we've had people asking us, "Are you going to do one in black?" Now we're doing the whole system in black, really. Obviously, the OP1's not going to come in black because we've got the OPXY.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that sort of attitude from the XY pass along to the field mini system, and it gives people who have an XY the sort of option to have everything look a little bit more synchronous.
And what I like about you guys is the stuff you do is different.
Yeah, thank you.
I love my OP1.
Yeah.
And some people go, "Why have you got an OP1?" Because it's different.
Yeah.
And the
absolutely.
synthesizer engines on it, and the way the graphics and everything works.
Yeah.
It's out of the box.
Yeah, and it's fun, right?
It is fun, yeah.
I think that's one of our big focuses, is making sure that whatever we create is fun.
Yeah.
And not just fun, but also creative and easy to make music on.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's really important as a musician.
And because the way it works, it makes you more creative to do something different.
Yeah.
It's not just the standard keyboard.
Think outside the box.
Exactly, yeah.
Absolutely. I think it's kind of interesting because as a musician, the kind of music that I make is very different from what I might make on, say, an OP1 or even a KO2. And it's interesting that as a musician, when I sit down to use those pieces of gear, I can create totally different stuff to what I might normally sit down and make.
It sends you in a different direction, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
I've got one of these, not the medieval version, but I've got the original one yet. That's fantastic. You can do so much.
Yeah, we're really proud of it. And the medieval too. I mean, I think it's one of those ones, when we released it, it was kind of fun seeing everyone's response and reaction and, what they thought of it. But actually from a musical perspective, we saw it as a real opportunity because music can be so intimidating, right?
Yeah.
So many technical terms and complex user interfaces and scary looking buttons.
Yeah.
And the medieval was actually a great opportunity to level the playing field, because realistically, how many people speak Latin?
Exactly.
Not that many.
No, not me.
How many musicians speak Latin? Probably not that many.
Yeah.
And so it means that whether you're brand new to music or you have been making music your whole life, if you pick it up, you stop caring so much about what everything does and you just focus on making music.
That is the key, yeah, because there's so many, if something's too complicated or too, if you've got a menu die forever, it just slows down your musical creativity.
Exactly. And it kind of makes you want to just go, what does this button do? Oh, okay, that's what that does. And equally with the sounds, because they're so medieval and so crazy, you don't focus so much on, oh no, that's not exactly what I wanted. It's like, well, it's a frame drum. That's what it sounds like. It's a hurdy-gurdy, cool. That sounds fine. Let me put that in. And you make music,
And on the medieval and obviously the earlier version, is there going to be any more firmware updates or is there more samples available on those?
Yeah, so the plan with the medieval, obviously we've just brought the update for the KO2, the 2.0 update, which we're super proud of. If you haven't tried it already, go download it or check our website, you'll find out more.
I haven't done it yet, guilty, we've been so busy.
Yeah, it's a big update and that's got sidechain, it's got resampling, it's got song mode, there's a bunch of MIDI improvements, even additional polyphony, and a whole lot more. There's like a big long changelog on our website.
Definitely have to do it, yes, for sure.
It's amazing. And so that software update will eventually make its way to the medieval.
Right, okay.
It's really a question of developer time and allocating resources,
Yeah.
We're always working on loads of new products. We've got lots of exciting stuff in the works.
So is there anything, obviously you can't tell us any specifics, is there anything, what kind of direction are you thinking of going in after like the...
Whatever you don't expect is probably where we're going,
right.
If that makes sense. No, but I mean, I think we're always looking for fun and exciting stuff to make. So if there's something that we're passionate about internally, that we have an idea and there's enough people who support it, then we'll just make it. And whether that's something that people have asked for or it's something that we're passionate about ourselves, depends product by product. And I think the KO2 was one of those instances where a lot of people asked for a more powerful KO.
Yeah.
And equally internally, we wanted to do something that was a little bit more ambitious at that price point. So that was an instance where people were going, are you going to do something like this? And we did, you know. But I obviously I can't say. But there's some really cool stuff coming this year, and you know.
The other thing is your design philosophy, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, you know, like it looks like a calculator.
Yeah, medieval calculator.
Medieval calculator, yes. It looks very old school.
Yeah, and it was really good fun at the design stage for the medieval. I mean, seeing it at various stages of completion was really fun. I mean, I wasn't in the office when it happened, but I know that when the scents arrived for the pads, that was a particularly dreadful moment in the office from what I've heard. You can imagine 60 different scents in a box, a cardboard box, unsealed. You open it up and the smell of 60 different, very intense, concentrated smells.
Oh, okay.
I've heard some stories. It wasn't fun. But the sort of, the fun story is there was 3 scents in the medieval times, and, you know, one of them was nice, the other 2 not so much.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
So, you know, but yeah, the design is certainly something that we spend a lot of time on, and we have a really fantastic team of designers.
Because you're still doing your speakers and...
Absolutely, yeah.
And you've done things like desks and all kinds of stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think we see ourselves somewhere between design and music, and the sort of synergy of those 2 things. Yeah. Because design is as important to us as the music is, because if it's not well designed, you can't make music on it well, you know. No. User interface and how the product comes together is just as important as how musical it is, because inherently, if the button's in the wrong place, you're not going to use it. So. And
as you say, it's just like the feel of these.
Yeah,
they feel so good and solid.
Absolutely, and that's the engineering part of teenage engineering. You know, we believe in having fun, teenage, and engineering, making sure that it feels amazing and it'll last you a lifetime. Yeah.
Okay then, Will.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for talking to us.
Of course, anytime.
So that's Will from Teenage Engineering. We'll see you next time.